I'm gonna go with Jeremy. Jeremy, my man, how you doing?
What up, Jack?
Hey, weren't
What
we
up? What
talking
up?
last time when we talked? When we talked last, weren't you in Hawaii?
I was in Hawaii, man. Yeah,
Look at you.
yeah. I'm back.
Look at you.
I'm back in the city. Well, right now I'm in Burlingame, but I gotta go. I gotta do some electrical work for one of my friends here. But I'm back, and I went over that. I was watching your last Niner. I don't know if it was the last one or maybe the one before, but uh, you called me Trump. Come on, Jack, bro. Come on, Jack.
I did call you Trump because you wanted to put a fifth head up on Mount
Right, right,
Rushmore,
right.
man. That's
Well,
why.
what I was trying to say is, depending on how many rings you get, that's how many guys you can have. You know what I mean? And we like to talk about how many rings we got. So we're not
Oh, that's
limited
a
to
good
four.
point.
That's all. You know what I'm saying? All right. So,
There you go.
anyways, how you doing though?
And I'm good. I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. I'm trying to tell you, I've been excited. This is the first off season that I've been like I need football back. All I think about is football. Thanks to you, Grant, and Jesse. You know what I mean? You guys are
I
pulling
do
me
know
through
what you
this.
mean.
You guys are pulling me through this. I'm so excited. And the number one guy I can't wait to see. It's not even Jimmy. It's Jalen Hurd, man. I
Okay.
I'm praying for the kid. I want him to come out and be something special. And then on top of that, of course, Jimmy. But let's just jump straight to it, man. Let's just cut straight to the chase. Let's talk about Jimmy. I was just talking to Grant about this, and I know I talk real loud, so I know I could sound a little too passionate, like probably the guy John. Not as passionate, but But what I mean by all of this is, in the professional world, I'm sure you see it a lot. I see it often. Um, I work in the trades, so I see it happen all the time where you have a guy he's in a leadership role, but he's not a leader. And
Uh-huh.
uh, I'll see companies lose really good, really great guys, really like good assets for the company because of the one bad apple, right? And so
Mhm.
all I've been ever trying to say, and I just been looking at it, just been reevaluating everything, and what I think I've really been trying to say is I just don't like the fact that Jimmy has been Kyle's been playing him, dude. Like not playing him in the game, but like he's just been doing him wrong. I don't like
Right.
when you get a good guy, you don't. It's not on Jimmy. It's on you. I feel like that's the difference between a great coach and a coach, right? A coach knows how to make the players around him better, just like a great leader, like a great player does, right? LeBron James, Steph Curry, Steph Curry, Steph
Uh-huh.
Curry, is one of the greatest. Anyways, and I just feel like we don't hold Kyle accountable. We let Kyle off the hook all the time. It's like, oh well, he doesn't want Jimmy. Oh, we're tired of Jimmy. It's like I don't know. I'm a loyalist. I'm riding with Jimmy until the wheels fall off. If he's gone, so be it. He's gone. I'm not gonna cry, but Jimmy's been done wrong. Treat him right, dude. I think it wasn't only Jimmy's responsibility to develop himself. I also believe as a coach, Kyle could have done a way better job. You know what I mean? Is it too late? That's up to us to speculate, but it's not. Who knows? What if Jimmy comes out, balls out this year? What if he wins the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
What do you
If he
say
does, yeah.
then? That's the question. That's the
Right.
question
And
I've been
that's
having.
something. I, I'll hit on a couple of things that you said. One, I agree with you on the whole Garoppolo thing. If you don't like the guy and that's not what you want to do, then move on from him. I don't. I know we're talking about grown men here, so we don't really worry about their you know
The
we don't really
personal
talk about their
relation.
feelings.
Yeah,
Yeah, and their
no,
feelings
no,
a whole
no.
bunch. That stuff always kind of gets pushed off, but at the same time,
It's a
you know, it
business.
it would there, there's all this stuff there's that all goes back to Shanahan talking too much. There was no reason for Shanahan to go on and talk about how, you know, he wanted to how bad he wanted to bring in, you know, Matthew Stafford and how upset he was about that whole thing and, you know, just all that kind of stuff. That's all.
Yeah.
There's nothing to come from that that's positive in any kind of way because, you know, everybody's already, I think, pretty much known that Shanahan wants to move on from Garoppolo. But now it's definitely there because he's put it out there, you know, in so many different ways, you know. And so from that standpoint, I kind of agree with you. He has been done dirty. I understand that he's not the player that maybe they thought that he was when they signed into the contract. I think that's okay. I think the contract was set up because they weren't sure what they had in him, and that's why they could get away from him so easily, you know. I know they've been paying him a bunch of money, but I don't think his contract has ever been the reason that's held them back at to this point from being successful. It's been injuries and things like that. And you know, I've told you a couple of times because you like to talk about Garoppolo and I'm cool with that. I think that. Well, and that the deal. It's easy to understand why people like Jimmy Garoppolo in the San Francisco. Somebody like you, right? We've watched the 49ers stink. They've been terrible from 2014 till 2017. They were awful. Those 5 games that we had in at the end of 2017, you know, they weren't pretty. They weren't things of beauty. But shoot, all of a sudden you felt like you had a team that could possibly, you know, go out and play for something. 2018 stunk up, and he wasn't very good in the beginning of the season. But and that's just who he is. You know, 2019 he had some rough games, but he had some big games, and you know, I could point to a lot of things that he did wrong, and you could point to a lot of things he did right. And
how do you feel about Steph Curry?
How do I feel about? What do you mean? How I feel about Steph Curry? Steph Curry is one of the best ball players.
But he also makes a lot of mistakes.
He does. He's very frustrated.
Yes, right. And I
know what you're saying.
He's a winner. And we got a new shiny toy. We have a new shiny toy. And I don't want to break this toy because, well, the media has been saying Jimmy stinks, so we want Jimmy out. And it's like, let's just hold off until after training camp before Trey Lance is our quarterback, right? Like, come on. This is just wait. I think we're jumping. We're just jumping too soon. Not yet. The kid hasn't. Jack.
Yeah, no, you know what?
Played D1 football.
Well, I don't really care about that part of it because there's guys that have quarterbacks that haven't played D1 football that played really good, you know, in the NFL when it comes to the quarterback position. Well, Carson Wentz, Steve McNair, Phil Simms. Yeah, okay. No, yeah, you're right. Jimmy Garoppolo. I was thinking, you know, like bigger scope of, you know, but you know, you're right.
Big names.
And
bigger names.
You know, but I like your point that you made there about Steph Curry because you're right. When you watch Steph Curry, there's times when you watch Steph Curry play and you're like, what? You know, I'll just stop myself right there. Like, what was that? What are you doing with the ball? Like, you know,
what are you doing?
Yeah, just really bad turnovers.
Yeah,
really bad. He just has bad turnovers at a point. But you know, but you're right. At the same time, he's able to make the shots, and that's why one of the things I always say about Garoppolo, and this is kind of the last thing we'll say today with Garoppolo is, you know, I repeated myself on this, is he's just one of those guys. He's just so frustrating. He's hard because you can see that he has the issues, but at the same time, when the dude plays, he wins games. And even if you want to say that he's only been, because I've said this, so you know, let's say I think it was like 8-6 in his last 14 or something like that. Even if you want to say that, the dude is still 8-6. When you put in all the other 49ers, I don't think you can add up all the other 49ers quarterbacks over Kyle Shanahan's tenure and get to 8 wins. Well, maybe you can with Nick Mullins, but you know, it's not much more than that. And you know, but I'm firmly in the boat that I want to see Trey Lance. I do want to see the shiny new toy.
I know.
I know. I think I just think that he can run and he can throw and
he can throw. No, he can't throw. He can throw. That boy
Yeah, see, so
got a
you got
bomb.
you. See, that's what I like about you, Jeremy. You're 100% the Jimmy G guy, but at the same time, you're seeing everything that everybody else is in terms of. Uh,
Oh, I'm not oblivious to it. Come on, Jack. I know what we got. I know who we
yeah,
are.
no,
But
you're
look at
no, but
look at what's the kid with all the sexual conduct allegation or whatever was out of the Texans, Deshaun Watson,
uh-huh.
right? He's a baller. He's got the arm, he's got the speed, he's got all these tricks. He's not a winner.
Yeah, he's well.
You
He
know, I
hasn't been,
mean,
he hasn't been in the postseason.
I mean, I get it, but I've played football, baseball, basketball with guys who weren't. I, we used to get our ass kicked by Julian Edelman in high school, but but I played with guys who weren't big talents, but they knew how to win.
Yeah,
And
I hear you.
again, I don't. I can't wait to say this is Trey Area. Rest in peace, Mac Dre, and shout out Mac Trey, right? Like all of that. I want all of that. I swear I want all
Right.
of it. But I don't want some. I don't know. I've never been superstitious. Like I've never believed in like superstitions or none of that stuff. But I just feel like Jimmy deserves an actual chance. If we're giving the leader of our team a chance, why doesn't Jimmy get a chance? Because we keep making excuses for Kyle.
Sure. No, we do. But Jimmy's had his chances, and he's going to have his chance, right? He's going to have his chance he's going to have his chance in August, right?
No, you're saying
We,
he's gonna have his chance during training camp.
he is because he's got to beat. He's Kyle Shanahan has said that he's the starter, right? Kyle Shanahan has come out and
Yeah,
he said that Jimmy Garoppolo is our starting quarterback. But at the same time, he said that Trey Lance has the ability. Well, it's up to Trey Lance if he's going to be able to beat him out, right? So it's on Jimmy Garoppolo to
if
come
he's
out and play
ready.
better than right. But it's on Jimmy Garoppolo to come out and show that he's head and shoulders, no doubt, better than Trey Lance. And that I think that's what a lot of the folks like myself who are on the Trey Lance train and saying that that's who we want to see. We're all under the understanding that he's got to still come out and show it in training camp. And if they're close to each other, then you go with Trey Lance because he's the future and if he's already able to be close, even close to where Garoppolo is after Garoppolo's in his now, almost fourth season with the team, that shows you everything you need to know. So if
Yeah,
Garoppolo wants to be the dude, he's going to come out and he's going to ball out and he's going to show things that we haven't seen before. He's going to have to. He's going to have to show that ability to throw the ball down the field, outside the
or
numbers.
what does Kyle say? He likes Jimmy when he's angry.
Right. Yeah, that's what he said.
Do you
So,
think the last 5 months of all this just everybody just throwing dirt on his name? Do you think that's enough?
well, yeah, I think Jimmy Garoppolo is pissed off right now because I think he might be pissed off enough where he's just like, get me the heck out of San Francisco, right? And I don't want to be here, but I don't have a choice, so I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna play, and I'm gonna do everything right so that when the opportunity comes, I can get the heck out
He
of here and
does.
somebody's gonna pay me,
Yeah,
So,
he's a
I
professional
right, and so you know, just to kind of
like
sum it
you.
up.
Like you. You're a damn good professional, dude. Thanks for taking my call. You're a damn
Yeah, I'll
good
let you get going.
professional. Yeah. Nah, you got
Looks
plenty of
like you made
people
it to where you
behind
were
me,
going.
dude.
Okay.
Yeah, we're finally
All right.
here.
Okay.
Good
All
talking,
right.
man. We'll chat next week.
Yep. Sounds good. You have a good night.
All right, brother. Later.